What's a check down? What's going on, everyone? Episode 36. David, 36 in your brain. First predator come off your mind. Here we go. Quick, fast now.
Jerome the Bus Bettis.
That's a good one. Not who I was thinking of, but I like that one.
I think Jalen Warren, same team, Steelers. I think he might be 36 too.
I would have to check. Give me one moment. If I'm not mistaken, and I'm doubting myself now, Russell. No, not what the whole Russell thing. Oh my God, running back for the Eagles. I literally just had his name in my brain.
Alexander?
No, he was 32 for Seattle.
Marshawn Lynch.
He was 32 and 28. Oh my God, long time. Shady McCoy. Not Shady McCoy. Before him. Westbrook. What, right?
Yeah. Not Russell Westbrook.
Brian Westbrook. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I have to see.
I think you meant Eagles too.
Who did I say?
Hawks.
Oh, did I?
Said Seattle. It's okay. It's been a long time. That's okay.
All right.
I'll let it slide.
That's a mistake and a half. Okay, so Brian Westbrook, and you said
Jalen Warren.
Jalen Warren. He is number 30.
Never mind.
30. Yeah, he's number 30. How does it feel to be stupid?
Yeah, it feels good, actually.
He went to Snow College. Where the hell is that? We are going down this rabbit hole.
Dirty Snow College.
Okay, where do you think, first off...
Appalachian State.
No, Snow College is literally the name of the place, okay?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So where do you think Snow College is? What state?
Alaska.
No, but it is in the West Coast. I'll give you three guesses.
Montana.
Go a little bit more south. This
Wisconsin?
is Nope, that is not American geography, but good try.
Yeah, I have no clue. Wait, Indiana.
Also on the East Coast. Utah.
Oh.
Snow College, Utah. Home of the Badgers. So
you learn something new every day.
Snow College, home of Jalen Warren and the Badgers. Anyways, episode 36. Today we were talking about the playoffs because our teams are both in it. Playoffs? We're talking about playoffs? Playoffs?
That is an old ass reference, and I bet you no one's gonna get that on TikTok.
I feel like if you don't know that playoffs, we're talking playoffs. God, what was 1990? Like sick, right before Peyton Manning got there, right?
Yep, and that's right up there with the Bears aren't who we thought they were. And also, come after me. I'm a man. That's another one.
They all just kind of go together.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about playoffs, we're both in it.
That's right. And we said it at the start of the year.
Well, you didn't.
And nobody believed. I did.
I mean, to be fair.
I said we need a second.
To be fair, I was right. Where I got the NFC East.
Yeah, you had it right.
I had it perfect.
But I also said that we were going to be there.
Yes, you did. But
you know who I didn't have being there? The Jaguars.
Or the Seahawks. Yeah.
So wrong on that.
Yeah.
Hey, I can accept when I'm wrong. I'm a man. Like I said.
Listen,
I'm 40. I'm not a kid. Not actually.
When the Jaguars made it, I am telling you right now. Yeah, I was in shock. I was in shambles.
Are you locked in for the Super Bowl or what? Betting the house?
No.
You sure?
No, we're not making it. If we didn't have to put, if we were the 3 seed, maybe.
Really?
If we were the 7 or 6 seed, maybe. But to go through Kansas City,
you think you guys beat? Oh, we'll talk about it in a second.
to go regardless, the road would have to go through Kansas City. So
you guys could do it. You guys have upset some good teams this year.
is it?
I mean,
hold
not
on. Is it? Do they just play worst seed to the next round? That's what it is,
Yeah,
right?
worst
Yeah.
seed,
Okay.
yes.
So maybe not. Maybe not.
You wouldn't have to play Kansas City first.
I
It
mean,
would be
well, no. If we
it-
if we are the so if okay, so first seed in the AFC is obviously Kansas City Chiefs. Number 2 is Buffalo Bills. Number 3 is the Bengals. Number 4 is the Jaguars. If all 3 teams win, Bengals, Jaguars, Bills, favorites, we play Kansas City.
Oh yes, that is
There's
true. Yes.
upset in any other game, they play Kansas City.
Yes.
Okay.
So okay, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you know what? It depends
Could
how it
happen.
falls. But regardless, Jaguars and Giants are in the playoffs, which is a perfect time to bring in our slogan brought to you by Chandler. What's the check down? Home of the homers. Simple as
Yeah. Amen, brother.
that. And so yeah, we wanted to have a Philadelphia Eagle fan be on the show today, but he was too scared. He just doesn't trust his team. And did you see the Eagles competition next year?
They almost lost to the Giants backups.
Yeah. Did you see the Eagles' schedule next year before we get into the playoffs?
Let's hear it. Are we gonna
All
go Nostradamus again?
We're gonna do opponent. This is their opponents. This is set for next year. You ready for this? Their home games are gonna be Cowboys,
Okay.
Giants, Commanders,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals,
Mm-hmm.
the 49ers,
Yeah.
the Bills,
Yeah.
the Dolphins, the Vikings.
Oof.
The 49ers, the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Vikings.
Okay.
Their away games, Cowboys, Giants, Commanders,
Yeah.
at the Rams, at the Patriots, at the Jets, at the Seahawks, at the Buccaneers, and at the Chiefs.
They clear all of their away games except for the Chiefs.
Seahawks is scary. Buccaneers, I don't know what the Buccaneers are next year. The Rams will
don't
be in
have
shambles. So they clear
Yeah.
everything except for the Cowboys, the Giants, and the
I think they
Chiefs.
clear the Cowboys.
I can't say it's a definite pick. That's the only thing.
It's not a definite pick, but
And it depends where they play them. Are they playing them at the end of the season, beginning of the season? Placement of division games really matter, and that's what we saw this year. Now,
It's true.
home games, they are lucky they got the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Vikings at home, and the 49ers.
I think they clear at least 6 of those, so they might be back in the playoffs.
I'm saying like 11 to 12 wins,
Yeah, I think 12 wins is a good number for them.
but it's not a cakewalk 12 wins like it was this year.
No, I don't think so.
It
I
would-
don't think they're as dominant next year.
No, they're not the number one
Just
team.
because- I just can't see them being. They'll be one. They'll be within 1 or 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think the Cowboys are going to make a big leap. They were a good team this year, and they still managed to only get to 5.
Yeah. Giants, same idea. Commanders
yeah.
can make a leap if they get a quarterback. Honestly, that's
Yeah.
the Commanders just need a quarterback and a
Do you
few
think
offensive
they-
pieces.
Do you think they keep Ron Rivera for 1 more year, or is he
Yeah.
gone?
No, they keep him one more year.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no need. Like the other teams, like Cardinals, had to get rid of Cliff.
Yeah.
With McVay
Waiting
possibly
for-
leaving, Broncos obviously a vacant spot. Where is Sean Payton gonna go? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other teams that desperately need it. Houston obviously is a vacancy. Nobody's gonna want that job. Dennis Allen might get fired. I wouldn't shock me. For the Saints, I'm trying to think any other NFC South, fine. NFC North, Lions,
to find
Campbell
that,
stands. Eberflus, not his fault.
Matt LaFleur's got to go.
I think Matt LaFleur is gone.
Yeah, I think he's got to go too.
I think it's either going to be him or Rodgers.
I think they both have to go.
I don't think Rodgers is going, honestly, low key, because I think he saw what Christian Watson can do. And
Yeah.
the receiving core isn't as bad as we thought it was. They do need to get one more veteran. That's it.
I'll make the prediction right now before anyone else does. Christian Watson will be the next Devontae Adams.
He has the ability.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's scary how much of the same they are. Like, I don't think Christian Watson's where Devontae is or was at the start of his career, but I think Christian Watson is definitely getting to that point.
Yeah.
Like I think he has the potential to, at least.
Yeah. I see that. AFC West, I'm surprised the Raiders haven't fired McDaniels.
I don't think he's getting fired. I think he gets another year.
Where does Derek Carr go? Hey, you might have Derek Carr as a New York quarterback, one or the other.
I can see it.
I think Dayball could make Derek Carr. Giants Super Bowl contender with Derek Carr. I'm saying it right now. If the Giants had Derek Carr, Super Bowl contender.
I'd buy it.
Yeah. Now, to
be fair, Daniel Jones got him to the playoffs.
Hey,
he's a good enough quarterback to get.
I told you, I said this earlier. And Derek Carr is the next Matthew Stafford.
That team is not good. The team that he's currently taking to the playoffs is not as good as any other team in the playoffs right now. I think if there was one outsider, it would be the Giants.
Really?
In terms of talent.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
I think they are playing straight up based off of how. What?
All right, no. The finish you're gonna say, and then I'm throwing two curveballs in this show. The first one is gonna be I want to talk about a coach, and the second one is I want to do playoff power rankings. But go and finish this spot.
Okay, so I think that the Giants right now are solely running off of the energy of Brian Daboll.
Yep.
And also they are being dragged into the playoffs by Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. The receivers are starting to show up a little bit, and they started to show up at the end there. The defense is like very middle of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
They are nothing special in my opinion, but they're together, apart, separately, nothing special. Together, we could see them upset some people. Just gonna say it.
I agree. But my question off that is, so we saw what Kadarius Toney has done in Kansas City.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on that? As being a Giants fan, Kadarius Toney was nothing for you guys, gets traded, and can show that he's a great weapon. What does that show you as a Giants fan, in your opinion?
We want volunteers, not hostages. That's all I have to say about that. You did not want to be there. Move on. Like, cut your losses. And to be honest, if a guy doesn't want to be on that team, you're not doing him any favors by keeping him on that team.
Okay.
He didn't want to be there, and I think I'm happy that he's going to the Chiefs because I think he's going to become a very good player. And I'd rather see him be a good player than be wasted away on the Giants, even if it is my team.
That makes sense. I was just curious what you thought. I just hope to God, hope to life that it's not the position where possibly you're never gonna have a good wide receiver because they don't know how to coach wide receivers with the current Mike regime.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm just
curious. No, I know. I was just
no. Where did Isaiah Hodges come from? Where did Richie James come from? Those guys are not big name guys. They weren't like, oh wow, these guys are gonna shine. Richie James is a special teams player. He's a punt returner, and now he's doing big things. And if Kenny Galladay could figure his shit out, we might actually have a decent receiving core. Not the best, but again, kind of the story of the Giants this year, not the best, but they just find a way to win.
Same as their 2 Super Bowl wins, not the best, but they found a way to win.
Yep.
Before we get into power rankings and then the picks for our playoffs, I wanted to touch on one situation. I am worried about one specific situation in the NFL, and that is Sean McVay being the coach version of Brett Favre. Sean McVay is 36 years old. He's been coaching in the NFL as a head coach for, I believe, 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. It worries me that he's already considering retirement, stepping away, and coming back. And the way he's doing it, in and out, in and out, in and out. When Sean Payton was done, he just walked away, right? Like when coaches like Bill Parcells just walked away. Like coaches even Bruce Arians said, "I'm retiring." He came back the next year, and same thing with Sean Payton. The way he came back, the way he's coming back is we see why he's coming back. But these head coaches aren't just playing around and saying, "Oh, I might be here, I might not be here." That is like the fact that he said that his coaching staff can now go and pursue other jobs. Like, why are you putting this team in limbo? Why are you holding up the career of you pretty much forced Aaron Donald to come back. You peer pressured him in front of everyone. You have all these people like coming back. You need to make your decision so an entire organization can move on. Because they could have had Kevin O'Connell last year. But now he's in the playoffs with the Vikings.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? Are you going to hand it over to, and I'm forgetting his defensive coordinator's name that was for the Falcons. Are you going to hand it over to him? Raheem Morris? Are you going to hand it over to him? Or are you going to play this again and Raheem Morris will get a job interview and go somewhere else? Make up your mind. You're not Brett Favre. You're a coach. You just need to move on.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of sets a bad example, and I'm sure it probably leaves a bad taste in a couple of the players and people in front office when that's the way that he plays the game, and that's the way that he kind of like operates. I'm sure it's not no one's really happy about it, but I mean, what can you do? Like, he is a great coach and like he's a great mind. So I to be honest, I don't get it. I don't understand the game. I know that he doesn't really want to rebuild a team, retool a team, but like, he's won a Super Bowl. He's proven that he's a good coach, even possibly a great coach. Wouldn't you want to prove that you can take a team from nothing and build them back up to something else, and build them back up to the standard? And like, it just seems weird to me. But I know that that's not his style. I know that he likes to have veteran guys, kind of like Bill Belichick. He likes having veteran guys. He doesn't really care about the picks. Fuck them picks doesn't sound as good when you're 3-14 or whatever they were this year. Like it doesn't sound as good. Yeah, like fuck them picks doesn't sound as good when you're 5-12. It only sounds good when you're in the Super Bowl. And I think that's his like motto. And I bet you $10 he retires and goes to a different team.
So this is what I'm having an issue with. We shit on Aaron Rodgers for every single offseason playing limbo, for saying, "Hey, I might leave, I might stay, I might leave, I might stay." But Sean McVay is a head coach who's in charge of the entire organization. At any point, the Green Bay Packers can say, "I'm not going to re-sign you to a 2-year contract." They did that. They made that decision. They gave that contract. But Sean McVay is pretty much in charge of this entire team, and they don't know if he's full in or full out. Like, it's easier to let go of a player for the most part, than it is a coach. Now, coaches don't have cap hits like a player does, but like, what are you supposed to do? And as a player, like as a coach, to just throw in the towel and just you're gonna wait for the perfect opportunity. Like, how many times you're gonna do this? As soon as your dynasty is done at one team, you're just gonna bounce to the next one.
Hey, I mean, to be honest, I think the Aaron Rodgers thing is a little bit different because Aaron Rodgers has been doing this for, a while now. Which, again, but
the Green Bay Packers also created that situation by drafting Jordan Love.
When does it become old news? Is really what we're waiting for at this point with Sean McVay. I give it another year if he stays and does this again. I give it like that. People will be done with it pretty quick. Because like we were done with Favre pretty quick. We're done with Aaron Rodgers very quick. I don't think Sean McVay is gonna have the same, or I don't think he's gonna have any different of treatment. I think it'll be the exact same.
I get it. I agree. It's just we got to get shit or get off the pot, Sean.
Yeah,
get out or stay in. Stop. Like, it's not that hard of a
you're
decision.
either in or you're out.
It's it sounds like a big decision. You're making big money no matter what.
Yep.
We're gonna do power rankings real fast. Okay, just because you wanted to shit on your Giants. Who is the worst team? So the 14th place team in the playoffs. Do you need to run through them for you?
Well, okay. Now that I'm thinking about it a little bit, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. Actually,
now Tua is not playing.
Yes, the Dolphins without Tua.
Okay, not the Seahawks.
No.
Okay, so Dolphins are the 14th best team in the playoffs.
Yep.
Who we going number 13?
I'm gonna go with the New York Giants.
You're gonna go with your Giants. Just if the Giants and Dolphins play tomorrow, Giants win.
Yeah.
Number 12.
I'm gonna go with Seahawks.
You're gonna go with Seahawks. Trying to see what else.
Yeah.
Playoffs are actually pretty good. All right, number 11. Our number 11 team power rankings.
The Ravens.
You want to do Ravens? Is Lamar cleared? Is he playing?
He's not playing.
Okay. So, Ravens.
As of right now, he's not playing.
Okay. All right. So, Bengals get a free bye. 10th team in the playoffs.
Your boys, the Jaguars.
That's rude. So, that indicates one thing for me.
It's the truth.
We do have the longest winning streak. We have the longest winning streak going into playoffs right now. So, you know what? You shut your mouth. You think the Buccaneers are better than the Jaguars?
Yes. On paper. Yes.
Okay, then Bucks better be number 9.
The Bucks are not number. Oh yeah, they're number 9. I was gonna fight between them and the other team, but
what's the other?
And the other team would be the Chargers.
I'm insulted right now.
You should be.
I'm insulted. All right.
Me personally, I wouldn't let anyone disrespect me like that and disrespect my team like that, but hey, that's just me.
I mean, you disrespected yourself, so I can't really fight you on it.
I let myself disrespect myself. That's fine. That's okay. I'll live.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Do you want the remaining teams?
Huh?
Do you want the remaining teams, or you got them?
No, I think I have them. I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
Vikings. Okay, I'm trying to see. Do you think the Cowboys are better?
I do think the Cowboys are better. Yes.
Okay, so Vikings.
Did you not see what they did to the Vikings in the play?
I did, but I'm just making sure. Number 6.
Number 6 is the Cowboys.
All right, top 5 teams in the playoffs. Starting with our number 5 is
the Eagles.
Yeah, I agree with that. Number 4 is
the Bills.
Bengals.
The Bills.
You think the Bills are worse than the... I don't condone this list.
It's okay.
3 is 49ers.
The Chiefs. They have the worst defense in the playoffs, by far.
Statistically, they don't.
Who's
winning the Super Bowl, David? The 49ers or the Bengals?
The Bengals are winning the Super Bowl.
Big Dick
Joe.
Bengals. They call him Joe.
Joe Cool.
That's Mr. Joe. That's Mr. Joe to you.
I think the Bengals win this.
I think that Matt. I think that Mr. Purdy will be the Super Bowl MVP.
That is insane that
All
you
right.
would say so.
So this is
Tomfoolery.
David's power ranking of the 14 teams remaining in the playoffs. We're gonna do this every single week of the playoffs now for this. In 14th we have the Dolphins, 13th the New York Giants, 12th the Seattle Seahawks, 11th the Baltimore Ravens, number 10 Jacksonville Jaguars, disrespectful. Number 9 the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, number 8 the Los Angeles Chargers, number 7 the Minnesota Vikings, number 6 the Dallas Cowboys, number 5 Philadelphia Eagles, number 4 Buffalo Bills, number 3 the Kansas City Chiefs, number 2 the San Francisco 49ers, and number 1 the Cincinnati Joe Bengals.
Bengals.
Bongos. All right, let's get into playoff picks. We are going to start easy peasy, lemon squeezy, Seattle versus San Fran. Where are we going?
I think I'm actually going to go against the grain on this one and actually pick the 49ers to absolutely kick Seattle's ass.
Disagree.
That's crazy.
Close
you think
game.
It's going to be close?
Close
You think
game.
it's going to be close? Okay, sure. I know you're not disagreeing that they're
No. San Fran. I don't even know. I don't even
Here's the
know. I don't even know what the spreads are on this. I should pull them up.
Minus.
Keep
I
talking.
think it's
I'll
minus
pull 'em up.
9.5. Minus 9.5.
Too much.
You think so?
Yes.
Interesting. I don't.
Oh, like I'm sorry. Like I'm not even saying like the Seattle's going to go out there and score on San Fran's
You think
defense.
You think Purdy's going to be too tight?
First playoff game as a rookie. Yeah, I
Doesn't
don't think
matter.
I don't think he's gonna be phenomenal.
Look at all the weapons.
Is Debo back?
Yeah, Debo's back.
Is he like healthy back?
Yes.
Like 80% back.
I think they held him off because they were doing so good. They didn't need him to come back early.
And keeps you crazy if you keep someone hidden and they just pop out of nowhere. You actually might make it to the playoffs, Tennessee.
I mean, Tennessee tried.
They did. They sucked at it. Yeah, the over under or the point spread is minus 10 for the 49ers according to Bovada.
Oh.
Seahawks. Like I say, if I'm going with the score, 28-20 for the 49ers.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I just feel like the Niners defense is gonna show up this game, and it's not in Seattle, so they don't have home field to lean back on. I think it's gonna be a very brutal day for Seattle, unfortunately.
Do you think the 49ers though are that good with home field advantage? I don't really think Levi Stadium is that big of a home field advantage.
Yeah, I don't think the home field matters. I think all the stars that they have matter.
All right. So, do you have a score for me or
I'm going to go 31-17.
Okay. That would be a shitty way to start off that Saturday. Okay. 8:15 in my home state, my hometown, my home team, my home everything. Jacksonville Jaguars, Los Angeles Chargers. Why are the Chargers winning, David?
This might be the hardest game I've ever had to pick. Because it is I had to flip a coin 3 or 4 times just to justify picking the Chargers. Because I don't know if they're going to win. I genuinely, I've had to talk myself into saying the Chargers should win this game, and they will win this game. I think they win because Justin Herbert's going to have a phenomenal game. I think that for the most
He did
part,
the first time.
Trevor Lawrence kind of starts out slow normally. At least last week he did.
He did last week. He was nervous last week.
And that was a playoff type game. So I feel like in an actual playoff game, he might.
But does this help him? Because he played a playoff game. Justin Herbert has never played a playoff game.
I think Justin Herbert is Mr. Cool. I don't think he gets rattled very easily.
So the Chargers are -2 favorites. You think Herbert's going to go off and have his game?
Yeah, I think you could probably go comfortably with the -2. I think they win by more than a field goal.
So what's your score?
I'm gonna go 35-30. High scoring game for sure.
If I know the Jaguars is not going to be that high. Their defense hasn't let that up since the Kansas City Chiefs.
The Chargers have an offense comparable to the Chiefs.
Okay.
You don't like that?
Jacksonville 27-13.
Okay. Damn. Write it down.
Homer pick. Jacksonville 27-13. Why?
Okay.
Last week helps Jacksonville. They don't have to travel. They just played in a primetime game. They just had that stadium rocking. They felt what the winning felt like. Trevor Lawrence played terrible. And I know it was against the Titans. The Titans didn't play great, but they had a great running back who ran all over us. They had a quarterback that surprised everyone. Josh Dobbs was no lame duck in that game. He fucked up at the end, but honestly, Josh Dobbs played a great game for someone that's been with the team for 17 days. The Jacksonville Jaguars staying at home, going against the Chargers, coming into their territory. Dougie P's been to the playoffs. Dougie P knows how to win a Super Bowl.
That's where I was gonna go to. If I was to pick based off of coaches, I would be picking the Jaguars.
We played them already. Their run game is not there. Our pass rush has come alive. Not compared to what we just played against. Like, we just played against the best pass or rushing team possibly in the NFL with the running back style. We have our pass rush has come alive in the last couple weeks. Our scheme has completely changed since we played the Chargers. I've watched every single game. We have Josh Allen dropping back into coverage on random plays. We have Trayvon Walker dropping back into coverage on random plays. They line up 6, and you don't know who's coming right now, which is, I think, what you have to do against Justin Herbert and this team.
You know what? I think what it's going to come down to is whose defense shows up.
Yes.
I know that's kind of like an obvious statement to make, but that's literally
what it's
the
Chargers defense, like, they have players, but are they that good?
We'll see.
I'm not even trying to be condescending. I'm actually asking because they
are very hit or miss, and that's why I said it's going to come down to whose defense shows up. If the Chargers defense doesn't show up, it is going to be a bloodbath.
If the Jaguars get a 10-point lead at the beginning of the game, they win the game. They get this mojo. They catch this. They don't blow games. They haven't all year. They've had to come back in half their wins. They don't blow the game if they get a lead. So I think if the Jaguars get up 10 early, they win the game. Anyways, Jaguars 27-13. I'm going for it because honestly, I want to give myself a hope for another week. Simple as that. Go Jags. I'm going to get some water. All right, next game. I'll let you talk. Miami at Buffalo.
No Tua. Tyreek and Waddle kind of basically limping into the playoffs. Yeah, it's going to be another bloodbath. There's not many games that's going to be close this week, I don't think. If the year has been any indication, there are not going to be very many close games this week. So I'm going to go with the Bills to absolutely slap the Dolphins around. I'm gonna go 41-10. A TCU Georgia style slapping is what I'm expecting.
I was gonna say a Buffalo Bills New England Patriots stomping.
Yeah.
Second year the Buffalo Bills are playing an AFC team at home, first round of the playoffs.
Yep, they are going to stomp them.
I don't want to have the same score, which it won't be, but I say 30-13. Buffalo Bills 30-13. I think that for some reason the maybe 30-12. To be honest with you, Buffalo Bills. it's gonna be one random touchdown that Tyreek Hill is gonna get a 50-yard touchdown. Everyone's go, Tyreek Hill is the greatest receiver to ever play the sport of football. Oh my god. But
One of them.
or him or Jalen Waddle, one of them will get it. But is it? I forget their quarterback's name. I'm so sorry.
Skylar something.
Thompson.
Thompson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skylar Thompson.
He's gonna get them in field goal range twice.
Yeah.
So 30-13, you have 41-10. If Miami comes out and win this game, holy shit.
We will shave our heads.
Nope, we will not. We will not do that.
No, we will
I'm not doing
No,
that
we
bet.
won't.
I'm not doing that bet.
I will not shave my head. You already dodged the bullet. I don't even.
I didn't dodge a bullet. I was dead on accurate with every part of
fair.
them.
Fair enough. I'll give it to you. You were never gonna get your hair shaved.
You were like halfway through the season, Chandler. You see the Dolphins are like David.
Looking pretty good.
Just wait.
Just wait for the demise.
Going to your team now, Mr. Homer. New York Giants at the Minnesota Vikings.
It's going to be the exact same score as the first game. 24-27 for the Vikings. We are not winning. Like, I could see it happening. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if it happened. I don't think it's going to happen.
The Vikings need a prove it game because no one trusts them. Like, Vegas doesn't even trust them. The fact that this is an even game is crazy. And it's in Minnesota. Yeah. Like, it's like nobody trusts the Vikings.
Yep.
Vikings by 10.
Okay. Yeah.
Vikings are going to be 30-20 win this game.
I can see it.
Daniel Jones screws up late. Chance to come back. 10 minutes left. And that'll be that.
Yeah, okay.
Baltimore Ravens at the Cincinnati Bengals. The spread is -8 for the Bengals. Do you think that's too high, David?
Oh, I think that's much too low. It should be closer to be +6 or -16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have Baltimore winning the game, you're telling me?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baltimore's winning by a score of?
If we played in Mars and the lights were off and Joe Burrow was actually tied up the whole game, then the Baltimore Ravens would lose by around 3.
Okay.
But since it's on Earth,
and Joe Burrow has 2 arms.
Yeah, and Joe Burrow's allowed to play with both of his arms, his one knee. I'm gonna go 38.
Damn.
To 10.
Baltimore's defense that bad?
Actually, 38-13. Sorry.
That didn't help the Baltimore's defense. Baltimore's defense that bad.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Their defense isn't that bad, but the Bengals' offense is that good. Who are you gonna stop? Jamar Chase? Okay, then we'll throw it to T. Higgins.
I think Cincinnati.
T. Higgins?
I think Cincinnati.
We'll go to Boyd.
I think Cincinnati holds it close to their chest. I don't think they overextend themselves because they don't want any of their players to get hurt. They get up comfortable and they stay that way. Back end, Ravens score a touchdown, 24-13.
Did you watch the game last week?
For Ravens? Oh, they were trash. Yeah, they're trash. But
so Joe Burrow stayed in the whole game.
He's not going to this week. I'm joking. Okay. He will stay. He will stay in the whole game, but they're not going to be 2nd and 8 dropping back for a deep bomb in the 4th quarter. Like you're going to get Joe Burrow hurt.
I think they're going to be slinging it for at least 3 quarters. I think that's good enough for them to get 38.
31.
And I think
I'll give you 31. I'll go 7 underneath, 31.
And I also see the Bengals defense scoring at least once. I can see it, that's a Raven. I can see it in my mind's eye. I just had a vision. It's Eli Apple running down the field.
No, don't do that. Trey Hendrickson before Eli Apple. 31-16 Cincinnati.
Okay.
So far, I have every single home team. And you have every home team but one. You have the Chargers being my Jaguars. So screw you. Dallas at Tampa. I have Dallas. I'm taking this one right now. Dallas is winning this game. They're actually favorite to win this game too by -2.5. I don't want to see Tampa make it further. Now the thing is, Tampa is going to keep it close, and Tom Brady's going to drive down at the end of the game and fucking score, and they're going to win the fucking game. But I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to do a pick right now because I don't want that to happen. Dallas Cowboys win this game because they are the better team from top to bottom. Please, Dallas, don't blow this because it's what you love to do in the fucking playoffs. Jerry, travel, don't talk to your team, and just let them play the fucking game. Dallas wins this game 27-26.
Wrong.
Thought so.
You are wrong. The Bucks win this game 28-20. I think they win comfortably. Until the Dallas Cowboys prove to me and prove to the world that they can play in a primetime game that means something, I will not be picking them. Especially not against Tom Brady. And I know he's old. I know they've been horrendous this year. It's just what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
I really don't want it to be true. I would love nothing more than to see Tom Brady back on the couch. Actually, I'm not even going to finish that sentence. But I would love nothing more than to see Tom Brady golfing. That's all I want to see.
That's fair.
But I don't think I will for at least another week.
Okay. That's fair. I just don't want to see him make it there, to be honest with you. I don't. So
I don't think many people do.
No. I'm going through to see which teams we have making the next round. So for you, we will start like this. Mine will be Jacksonville at Kansas City. Kansas City wins. It will be a fucking slacking, and then the Jaguars will score in garbage time, 27-16, 27-17. It will look a lot closer on paper than it actually was because Kansas City Chiefs are going to do ring around the rosy, around the defense this time, sit down, do some snow angels like Clavon Thibodeau, and then just throw a bomb to the newly appointed Mecole Hardman, the newly appointed Kadarius Toney, the newly appointed Juju Smith-Schuster of top wide receiver core in the NFL. And Patrick Mahomes will be smoking a cigar and saying frick after halftime.
Okay.
Chargers versus Kansas City, David.
It's going to be the same, basically the same script, but just with the Chargers.
Who do you think plays the Chiefs better, the Chargers or the Jaguars?
The Chargers, and it's not even a question. They're in the same division. They have a better offense than the Jags do, unfortunately. Like, I think I can say that without being a blasphemous statement.
It is.
Their defense is good because they have a good pass rush and they can get to Patrick Mahomes without having to blitz, and they can keep guys back, and I think that's the best you could hope for when you play Patrick Mahomes. So I think the Chargers play them better, and I think that's a better game than the Jags and the Chiefs.
Okay. Disappointed, but that's fine. I'm always slightly offended. Dallas versus Philadelphia.
I was wrong about the Jags making the playoffs.
Yeah.
I could be very
Don't
wrong
doubt
about
us like that. We got them dogs in us.
Anytime I doubt you guys prove me wrong.
Yeah, Dougie P. Let's see. There's been 1, 2, 3. Only 3 coaches in the playoffs right now have won a Super Bowl as a head coach. And Jaguars are one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a crazy stat: Patrick Mahomes is the oldest quarterback in the AFC playoff picture.
Isn't it Joe Burrow?
No. Joe Burrow's 25, Herbert's 26, Patrick Mahomes is 27.
Wow.
Well, actually, Herbert might be 25 as well.
Mahomes is a year older than me.
Yeah, he's an old man. My next game would be Dallas versus Philadelphia. You will have Tampa Bay versus Philadelphia. I think Dallas wins this game.
I think Philly wins.
Against Tampa?
Against Dallas.
Well, I think Dallas wins this game.
Okay, I think Philly wins, but that's just me.
I think Philadelphia gets exposed.
I think they win both. I think they win both games.
So are they playing, so against Philadelphia versus Tampa Bay?
Yeah, they smack Tampa
I would
Bay.
choose Tampa Bay. That's what's funny. I would choose Tampa Bay. I think that, one, you think Tom Brady's going to lose to fucking Philadelphia again in the playoffs?
Yeah.
You think he's going to let that happen? You don't think Super Bowl is going to be in the back of his mind?
No, I don't think it matters.
So you have Philadelphia beating Tampa Bay in the next round?
Yeah.
Okay. My next game, Cincinnati versus Buffalo, which is the only game we actually agree on, by the way, that's happening. This is the coin toss, right? We don't know where the home game is?
No. It would be the Bills.
Are you sure? Because this is the one where
the Bills
Oh, it's the Bills and Chiefs coin toss, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Josh Allen or Joe Burrow?
I'm going Joe Burrow. We finally get the game. We finally get to watch it.
No, Buffalo wins this. Damar Hamlin's going to be there.
Okay.
Damar Hamlin's going to be in the crowd.
It's a beautiful story, and I think it's a great story, and it's maybe just a story, because I'm telling you,
I think it's motivation for this game. I just think emotions will be high. There will be the 3 on the chest and 3 on the helmets and on the hats, and it is going to be ugly. It is not going to be pretty. Cincinnati will be dominating the entire game, but for some stupid reason, Buffalo Bills win this game. You see it, right? You see it.
It's nice. No. It's nice, and it's nice in a fairy tale way.
I think Cincinnati gets screwed over the fact that they didn't have this at home when they could have.
I don't think they were ever going to be able to.
If they beat Buffalo.
No. I think they.
Yeah.
Well,
if they would have beat Buffalo,
they finished what, 11 and
12 and 5 or 12 and 6. And
Buffalo finished 14 and 3. No.
Hold on, give me a second. No, they 13 and 3, and 12 and 4. So if Bengals would have won, they would have been 13 and 4, and Buffalo would have been 13 and 4. But Bengals would have had the head-to-head and would have won.
Doesn't it come down to the?
No, it comes to head-to-head first, and then division, and then conference.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually agreed on this one: Minnesota versus San Fran. I think we both have San Fran going. I don't even care. Minnesota.
They're gonna suck. Yeah.
So my AFC picture is Kansas City and Buffalo in a neutral site, and I'm gonna go with.
Do it.
Chiefs.
You know you want to. Yeah, there you go. That's the right pick. That's the right and only pick. The Chiefs.
And then for you, Bengals versus Kansas City.
Or no against the Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Bengals.
And in the NFC, San Fran.
Yeah.
I think we both have San Fran.
Yeah.
And your Super Bowl winner of 2023, David, is going to be... That just sounds like you're slapping
The
cheeks.
Bengals. It's gonna be the Bengals.
Cincinnati Bengals is winning the Super Bowl for David.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
God, this is such a cliche, boring pick, but God, the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you think so?
God. Yeah. AFC wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we can both agree that AFC wins the Super Bowl. Yeah.
It's just between 3 teams.
Mm-hmm.
4 if you include Jaguars, but 3 teams.
3 teams because we don't include Jaguars.
Jaguar fans include Jaguars.
Yeah. You guys are.
Can you believe all Florida teams are in the Super Bowl? Or in the playoffs, I mean?
The Bucks,
Miami.
Miami,
Jacksonville. Yeah. Did you know that all Missouri teams are also in the Super Bowl and every single Kansas City. Every single Philadelphia or Pennsylvania team is in the Super Bowl. Seattle,
that's beautiful.
Washington.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Great for those guys.
Yeah. But you know who?
Who is it?
Not all California teams are in it.
Not all New York teams are in it.
Not all Ohio teams.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
We're taking L's.
Yeah.
New York is taking L's.
Texas.
Cali's taking L's. Texas taking L's.
I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought everything was bigger in Texas. Guess not the football teams. Wow.
Texas is the only division that has 8A football. Just so you know, in high school.
So, they're not in the playoffs.
Okay. An
What
8A,
representative?
listen, an 8A team in Texas could have beat TCU Horned Frogs. That's all I gotta say.
That's crazy. Chill out. Let TCU breathe. Let them breathe, bro. They don't deserve that kind of smack.
SEC isn't dominating at all. They're not as good as everyone. Alabama would have done terrible in the college, but shut up.
Well, guess what? That's where all the money is. So that's unfair. It's not fair. That's all I have to say.
Did I forget that California just doesn't have money anymore? Texas just doesn't have money, and it's where you put your money, sir.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You know Tuscaloosa has less people than the city that you live in?
I could see it.
Tuscaloosa is tiny.
Yet they can manage to put together such great teams every year.
Literally just talked about this other. Athens, Georgia, tiny as hell. Gainesville, tiny as hell. Tuscaloosa, tiny as hell.
Best teams.
Best teams.
They all have money to put into football.
It's all they care about. Football and beer.
True.
So yeah, that is our NFL playoff prediction. We'll look at it. We disagreed on 2 games. You have Tampa Bay. You have Chargers. I have Jaguars. I have Dallas. Both of us choosing one away team out of the entire playoffs. So, yeah. Wild card weekend. Super wild card weekend. Have to have games on Mondays.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. ESPN's got to get that extra money.
Football.
Yeah.
Yeah. Money. Football. Hell yeah.
Commercial break while someone's dying.
Hell yeah.
That's all I got. That's all I got. We're going to stop.
Dollar burgers and Burger King. Hell yeah.
Okay, I will say, what else are they supposed to do? I want to talk, what else are they supposed to do?
I honestly, we didn't talk about this last week, but when I was thinking about it, they could have ended the game, or they could have ended their stream.
But didn't what?
Yeah, but then what if the game came back? They didn't know.
What gonna show NBA highlights? What? People were shitting on them so much. One, the 5-minute thing never happened. By the way, that was made up. That they just said that, and Roger Goodell never said that shit. I just want to throw that out there. Number 2, what the fuck are they supposed to do? Just let you watch a guy die on the field?
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Yeah.
We're going to go to commercial so that we can figure out what the hell is going on here and be as accurate and be as transparent and honest with you. and you don't have to watch a guy die in the field.
Hey, I think they handled it perfectly. I think that everyone that was involved in that handled it the way it was supposed to be handled. Even the NFL, to a certain degree, I think handled it well.
I agree.
I have no. The only person that didn't handle it well, Skip Bayless. Let's just be honest.
I wasn't a fan of Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, and when like Lisa Saunders. I will say that like I wasn't like. They just kept repeating it. I know they don't really know it this day, but like at least when Stuart Van Pert like went to SVP and went to SportsCenter, like when he took like you just listened to him and you were just like you were just engaged in what he was saying. So
yeah, it did feel like they were scrambling, which again, like they probably were. And I'll give it to SVP had way more time to prep than they would have. They had, they were live on the scene. That there's not much you can do. You just have to. At that point, you're reacting. So that's how they reacted, and you can't fault anyone for their reaction.
No, and we were all waiting for an answer, and we didn't get an answer until 3 days later.
Glad it's the good outcome and not the bad.
Yeah. So, other than that, anything else you want to finish off with today? Any final thoughts?
Yeah, just praying for DeMar still. Hopefully he recovers and gets to play football.
He was released today from the hospital in Buffalo. So, good on him. And a football note, good luck to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Good luck to the New York Giants.
Go Giants.
Well, Jaguars versus Giants in the Super Bowl. Let's go for it.
Yeah, that's like about a plus 1,000, 1 billion, 1 million trillion.
How much are you dropping on it?
I would put half a roll of lint.
$5 on it wouldn't be a bad bet, though. I knew I should have put money on the damn Jaguars to win the division. Whatever. Anyways, what's the check down?
Trayvon did.
Did he?
Yeah.
That bitch.
Got it early too.
Did he? Did I convince him?
I think they convinced him. Like 3 or 4 games in.
And then he was probably kicking his itself.
No, he made a lot of money.
I meant like before, like when they went to 3-7, he was probably like fucking Jaguars.
I mean, when they were down, that would have been the best time to pick it. I thought about it, and I was like, nah, they won't do it. Boy, was I wrong.
Damn Tennessee and Colts. Anyways, for What's the Check Down, I am Chandler. He is David. This is What's the Check Down, home of the homers. And until next week, peace.
Peace.